like the way it's staring at me. It's the same look my mother gives me when she's about to snap at me. But I do like my predators with their mouths taped shut.
Mr. Bush just flew overhead to say hello to the crowd. He is in special air mission 28,000. He just left Washington, D.C. This is all that is left of Rayford Nichols' home. Practically everything is burnt. You've got charred wood, you've got blackened metal. Ready?
Right.
Ready to do it?
Yeah.
I won!
Well, we have some breaking news for you this morning. The body of a 45-year-old man is found near a local playa lake. His car found submerged in the water.
Now, the couple was able to identify Costas because he left his driver's license and his social security card in his pants that he left in the bedroom. I have my own little lightsaber slash pointer here, as you can see. Yeah, Carla, police say Juan Zuniga and Michael Gonzalez opened fire on a Lubbock police officer back in September 2006. May seem like a lot of yelling and screaming and smoke to me and you, but the tactical training these men and women are learning out here will be used in here, inside the jail, to subdue inmates in their cells and during rec yard riots.
Could have sworn and even convinced myself it was Saturday. It was Tuesday. House fire in South Lubbock County keeps firefighters busy during the night. It happened around 11:20 last night at County Road 7610 and Woodrow Road. The residents of the home called 911 and reported a fire in the attic of the home. The Woodrow Fire Department responded. Took crews over an hour to put out those flames. Luckily, though, no one was injured. There's no word on what might have caused that fire. 40-year-old Phil Anderson was found guilty of sexual assault on Wednesday. Anderson is accused of having sex with a 14-year-old girl. Now, the father of the young girl wants his voice heard. KMAC 28's Julie Musgrave brings us his story.
4 years.
And Cruz says protecting his kids is the biggest concern he has right now. He says his daughter, unfortunately, slipped through the cracks. Well, convicted suitcase killer Rosendo Rodriguez was back in a Lubbock courtroom yesterday asking for a new trial. Rodriguez's appellate attorneys say his original attorney, Alberto Rodriguez, was ineffective. They say Rosendo should have never been allowed to give a videotape statement to police. In that statement, Rosendo describes killing Summer Baldwin in self-defense. Alberto Rodriguez took the stand yesterday, testifying that Rosendo had been very convincing, and he believed him all along and wanted his client to give that self-defense statement and have it on record immediately. The district attorney expects a decision from the judge sometime next week. And now a follow-up to a story we first brought you yesterday morning. Police say only one person was in the deadly car crash in North Lubbock. It happened around 4 o'clock Thursday morning at the Clovis Highway and Avenue Q. Police say 27-year-old Jason Garcia was driving a Crown Victoria when he lost control and hit several cars at Chaparral Motors. Emergency crews rushed Garcia to the hospital where he later died. Initially, police thought 2 people were in the car, but now say evidence suggests otherwise. Police say speed and alcohol were factors in that crash. A memorial fund has been set up to help the family with funeral expenses. You can donate at any Wells Fargo bank. Just ask for the Jason D. Garcia Fund. 2 children are in protective custody after police say their mother gave her toddler enough of another child's medication to render her unconscious. KMAC 28's Kristen Kennedy has the latest on the investigation. The mother could be charged with injury to a child, but police are still reviewing the case. Sergeant Farmer tells us both children are now out of the hospital and staying with relatives. Current time for your Fridays now, about 6:39, still about 65 degrees outside. Happy Friday, everyone. Coming up next here on Good Morning Lubbock. Las Vegas will be crowded with athletes this weekend who have their sights set on the Summer Olympics. But these athletes are not what you typically think of as athletes. We'll show you after the break. But first, Adam has a preview of our Friday forecast. Good morning, Adam.
I don't know. You think I can join those guys?
Okay, ready? Ready?
Right.
Ready to do it?
Yeah.
I won! I win!
Don't get too used to it. Let's go take a look outside.
Family.
Yeah, Carla, police say Juan Zuniga and Michael Gonzalez opened fire on a Lubbock police officer back in September 2006. Now their fate lies in the hands of a jury, and Zuniga's trial is up first. Monday, 29-year-old Juan Zuniga appeared in court. He's charged with attempted capital murder and aggravated assault on a public servant. It all happened around 2 o'clock the morning of September 15, 2006. Officer Marcus Wall attempted to stop a pair of suspicious men walking near 58th and Utica. Recent home and car burglaries prompted the stop. However, despite Wall's orders, the pair continued walking. He yelled again. This time, police say the men turned around and started firing at the police car. 9 rounds were fired at Wall and his patrol car. Luckily, he was not injured, but unfortunately, the men got away. The DPS helicopter was brought out to search for the 2 suspects, but found no signs of the men. 3 months later, a confidential informant led authorities to 29-year-old Juan Zuniga and 31-year-old Michael Gonzalez, both already in jail for other crimes and now both charged with attempted capital murder of a police officer.
Attempted capital murder is a first-degree felony, and if convicted, Zuniga faces up to life in prison. We're told that the trial should continue throughout the majority of the week. Carla, back to you. Yeah, Carla, take a look around me. This is all that is left of Rayford Nichols' home. Practically everything is burnt. You've got charred wood, you've got blackened metal. You can still even smell the smoke out here. Now, it was around 1 a.m. when Rayford Nichols came out of the house and watched all of this, including all of the cars, go up in flames. Now, luckily, Nicholas is okay, but you can't say the same for his home.
I'm kind of homeless right now because they're homeless.
Rayford Nichols Jr. thought he would never have to utter those words, but as he watched flames torch his home early Monday morning, that's exactly what he thought.
I feel bad. I feel awful.
Officials say the fire started in the kitchen around 1 a.m. Nichols was inside the home when the fire broke out. He had problems dialing 911, and by the time fire crews responded, it was too late. The house was gone. It took 2 hours for the Idalou, Roosevelt, and Ransom Canyon fire departments to put the fire out. And now everything Nichols owns lies in a pile of smoke and ash.
But he lost everything. He lost all the clothes, all his shoes, and everything. He driving license, lost all that.
He also lost about 20 cars that surrounded the home. He and his father like to fix up the cars and sell them in their spare time, a pastime they won't be able to do anytime soon.
I feel good that he got out of there. You know, we replace the material thing, but you know, I didn't want to lose a son.
And as the father and son look over what's left of Rayford's home, both are thankful Rayford made it out alive.
Do you feel lucky that you survived, though?
I'm glad I'm still here living.
Now, Carla, as you can tell, it is still quite a mess out here. They have a lot to clean up. No word on what started this blaze. Of course, the fire marshal's office is still investigating. But if you would like to help Mr. Nichols out, you can donate to any local city bank under the Rayford Nichols Relief Fund. Live on East 19th Street, Emily Leonard, KMAC 28 News. Yeah, Bill, imagine waking up in the middle of the night to find a complete stranger, completely naked, hovering over your bed. It's a pretty scary thought, but that's exactly what happened to one local couple while they were sleeping. A smile and a wave as 20-year-old Vincent Casas walks out of a Lubbock courtroom Monday afternoon. Casas is on trial for the burglary of a habitation with the intent to commit sexual assault. Sheriff's officials say around 3 a.m. November 9th, 2005, Casas broke into this house in the 7800 block of FM 1585. They say Casas was able to get through the chain-link and barbed wire fence and past the resident's guard dog, all without being heard. At this point, officials say Casas snuck up the stairs, took his shoes off in the hallway, and then entered the couple's bedroom while they were sleeping. Casas then took off all of his clothes and stood next to the bed where the wife was sleeping. That's when the wife woke up and found Casas hovering over her with nothing on but a purple condom, his clothes piled next to his bare feet. Her husband woke up, jumped across the bed, tackled Casas, and then bound his wrist with stereo wire. He took Casas outside at gunpoint as his wife called 911. Casas was able to get away, but sheriff's officials later found him hiding in the bushes of another house. Now, the couple was able to identify Casas because he left his driver's license and his social security card in his pants that he left in the bedroom. Now, he's been here at the Lubbock County Jail since 2005, and since then, there have been several instances of assault on officers, both men and women, by Casas groping them. Bill, back to you.